Chapter 7, Mishnah 7. The Mishnah now discusses a case where most of the people are tahor, and therefore no Pesach may be brought in a state of tumah. Nevertheless, even in this case, Pesachim brought in a state of tumah may sometimes be valid. This is on account of the seats, the gold plate worn by the Kohen Gadol, which has the power to make some disqualified offerings acceptable after the fact. The seats was a gold plate engraved with the words Kadosh LaHashem, Holy to Hashem, that the Kohen Gadol wore on his forehead. The Torah states that the seats causes certain kinds of improperly brought offerings to find favor before God. This means, in effect, that in certain cases, the influence of the seats causes offerings that were brought in a state of tumah to be valid. The Mishnah will explain when the seats causes a Pesach that was brought in a state of tumah to be valid. We now turn to the words of the Mishnah. If a Pesach's blood was thrown on the altar and it then became known that the offering was tameh, the seats causes it to be accepted and be valid. However, if after the blood was thrown, it became known that the owner's body had been tameh, the seats does not cause the offering to be accepted, and it is invalid. The seats could validate offerings that are themselves tameh, but it cannot validate an owner who is unfit to bring the offering. This is because the sages say, regarding the offering of a Nazir and a person who is making a Pesach, the seats causes them to be accepted in a case when there is tumah of the offering's blood, but the seats does not cause them to be accepted in a case where there is tumah of the owner's body. The Mishnah states an exception to the above rule. However, if after the blood was thrown, it became known that the owner had become tameh with the tumah of the depths, tumah that results from a source that no one had known about, the seats does not cause the offering to be accepted. In this case, Halacha L'Moshe Mishnah teaches that the offering is valid.